Alright, so what's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're just going to be chilling, playing some shoot the ship in Modern Warfare 2. I'm kind of annoyed about the fact they got rid of Shipment 24/7 and replaced it with this, but I suppose if you're going for Orion, it's better than Shipment 24/7, so you can do the long shots. So what I want to talk a little bit about today is just Modern Warfare 2 in general. I kind of want to talk about what's going on with the game and the community in general, because I don't think it's really a surprise that this game isn't really meeting people's expectations. People aren't really hyped about this game anymore. I'll say it time and time again, I think it's a real shame because I genuinely think this game is really good. Like, I do think it's a fun game. And I think the only reason it's not as popular as it could be is because Infinity Ward have no idea how to capitalize on the potential they have. I mean, ever since the game came out, I feel like we've only had like 6 or 7 maps come out. So we had, obviously, Shootouts and Shipments in the first season. We had Museum Return, which isn't a new map, I don't care. We had Dome and the Himmelmat Expo, which I'm counting those, so... then we had this season as well, where we had Black Gold, Lighthouse, and the Hatchery map. But yeah, in total, we've only had 7 maps launched for this game, which is actually ridiculous. I mean, that wouldn't be too bad if we had variety to begin with, but we didn't have many maps launching either. I mean, at least Vanguard launched with like 16 maps, albeit they weren't all very good, but it was still variety. Whereas you got this game where I think they launched with like 7 maps or maybe 8 maps, something like that, and I mean, 2 of them were Santa Cena and Tarak, so in my opinion, they're not maps, they're just fucking abominations that should never see the light of day again. Now, with the news of Modern Warfare 3 being Call of Duty 2023, and it basically being Modern Warfare 2, but with balance updates and a bit more new content, MWIII made a video. If you don't know who MWIII is, he's a Call of Duty YouTuber. I've been watching him for like 6-7 years now. He's probably one of my favorite YouTubers out there, especially for Call of Duty. He made a video talking about the news, and basically, I think it was titled like The Truth About Call of Duty 2023. He outlined a theory that he had, which was basically release a Call of Duty game, have it do really well in, in terms of sales and everything, get people on the game. And then what they do is, throughout the year, when they get the feedback on the game currently, instead of actually going ahead and amending the game that's out at the moment with the feedback, they just take the feedback, put it into the next game, and then market the next game to have all these changes and features. Which he said was what happened with Vanguard, which I would definitely say that is sort of relatively true. It seemed like they were tanking Vanguard intentionally to make Modern Warfare 2 sell better. I feel like Modern Warfare 2 wouldn't have sold as well as it did if Vanguard wasn't as shit, if that makes sense. Like, the main reason, in my opinion, why Modern Warfare 2 was so hyped up was not only because it was the sequel to Modern Warfare 2019, obviously Warzone 2 and all that, it was because Vanguard's year was so poor, it felt like we hadn't had a proper COD game for a long time. It's not too far-fetched, in my opinion, to say that's what they're doing with this game as well. I mean, that's basically what they're doing in terms of, well, from what we've heard from leaks. They're going to be taking the feedback from this game, repackage and resell Modern Warfare 2 as Modern Warfare 3 with those changes and a bit more content and calling it a new game. It's actually ridiculous that people are actually going to gobble that shit up as well. I mean, I know I will. To be honest, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't enjoy Modern Warfare 2 so much and if I didn't make content on Call of Duty. I mean, if it was just me, just normal, I can see through the bullshit. I can see the, scummy tactics they're applying. Like, if there's an easy way to make, like, $1 billion a year, or even more than that, just for releasing a game, then you're not going to give that up, are you, realistically? I mean, all they have to do is repackage the current game, give it a new title and a fresh coat of paint, and call it a day, and that's $1 billion in the bank. And like I said, it's going to work. People are going to gobble that shit up. Like, I'm part of the problem, I know it, but I enjoy Call of Duty. I enjoy this game as well. So if there is a game coming out made by Sledgehammer that's essentially this, but with all the changes from this year applied to the next one, I'm going to play it because that sounds like fun to me. Like I said, does that make it right? Absolutely fucking not. I mean, I can see through the bullshit. I can see, the scummy tactics that they're applying to make money. And unfortunately, I know it's going to work as well. Not just with me, but the countless millions of people out there that play Call of Duty. That's got to be the quickest game of fucking shipment domination I've ever played. I don't think they captured the flag like once apart from the start. I mean, people would say that, Modern Warfare 2 is dead and this game is trash, but there's so many people out there that don't use like Twitter and Reddit and all that other shit that just play the game casually. Like, I genuinely think if they released the numbers, people would be shocked to see how many people are not only still playing the game, but actually spending money on it as well. I just think it's interesting because it, all evidence just seems to point towards that. I mean, launching this game, Activision were, saying this is the new era of Call of Duty and, this is going to be a new beginning for COD and all this other shit, and hyping this up to be the start of something amazing. And this year so far, if we're looking at the past like 4 years of post-launch content for Call of Duty, this year has been lackluster at best and abysmal at its worst. Like, genuinely, I think every other game in the past year, apart from Vanguard, has had better post-launch support than this shit. I mean, I still like the game, don't get me wrong, I still like the game and find it fun, but it's undeniable that the post-launch content has been laughably bad. Not only in terms of the quantity, but also the quality. I mean, I wouldn't mind them putting out 2 maps every season if the maps are fucking sick. They were bangers, but we've had some of the maps consist of Museum and fucking Himmelmat Expo and Shoothouse and Shipment, which aren't necessarily bad maps, but it's just the same again. Like, it's not. These are maps that, you know, you go on and camo grind with. They're not maps you actually just, like, play for the fun of it. I think it makes it worse for ranked play as well. I mean, I don't really play the game normally anymore. I mean, I can play it for fun and, like, you know, I'm gonna go for MGBs or something like that, but I don't really play this game just for the sake of it anymore. I mainly play ranked, and I've been playing a bit of Resurgence here and there. And to be honest, I don't really play normal maps, but that makes it the problem even worse, because the map rotation in ranked is horrible. I mean, it's genuinely fucking horrible. There are maps that I think would work better that aren't in ranked than the ones that are in ranked. I just think the post-launch support for this game has been just dreary, to be honest, but it helps that I enjoy the core game, and the fact that it hasn't changed too much is sort of a positive. Like, if this game came out and it was a dumpster fire, you know, just boring game, and it didn't really change, then I'll be pretty pissed off. But I like this game. Like I said, I think the core gameplay loop is relatively fun, so I don't mind about the fact that it's not really changed that much. It just makes it a bit stale and a bit repetitive. Oh my fucking god, man! This is why I hate TDM Shipment. Look at them all, just fucking hiding behind the boxes. All little rat boys. Let's all camp shout. Look at the map! Look at the map! Fucking trophy systems around us. Nah, I'm done. I'm done to play against those fucking Sentinels. I just think it's an interesting theory. I just want to know what you guys think, to be honest. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about the whole thing. I personally think it's very fucking feasible. Like I say, all the evidence points towards it. Activision launches the game. They have probably the best launch in COD history we've ever seen with Modern Warfare 2. I think this outsold every single Call of Duty in the past, and it was, to be honest, really well received at the launch. I mean, say what you will about it now, but I know for a fact at the launch, people liked this shit, and the only real major problem with the game was the UI. Obviously, there were like balance changes, you know, not as many maps as we'd have liked, but overall, the game was solid. And it's not that post-launch content has necessarily ruined it. It's just it hasn't done anything. Like, it just continues to do nothing. Like, we get 2 maps a season, a couple guns here and there. We get some nice camo challenges and stuff, which is cool, but beyond that, there's no core gameplay change that people are asking for, like movement, you know, all the other shit I could list off. And the only logical reason for them to be tanking this game, which could have been the best COD game ever, is to make Modern Warfare 3, is to make Modern Warfare 2 the best game it can be, and resell it for 70 quid. Like I say, people are going to buy it. They're going to make a shit ton of money. Everyone's going to come out and be like, oh, Modern Warfare 3 is so good. It's this and the other. It's so much better than Modern Warfare 2. But also, people are going to be sort of blind to the fact that it's just this game. Like, I don't know. Overall, I think it's a scummy tactic. But if it means a good year of Call of Duty, I'm going to have to accept it. Like, I mean, there's not a lot I can do. I'm a small content creator. You know, even the big content creators don't have a voice, really, let alone me. So I can't really do anything about it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.